Craigsworldrocks. A little bit later on today. Hey Sal, how are you, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Nice hot day down here in Melbourne, Australia today, I can tell you, mate. Woo! You know, but summer is happening here in Australia, and Melbourne is starting to fire up where I am. So, good stuff. It's been cold enough and wet enough for long enough. Need a bit of sun. I hope everything's going well for you, Sal, and I hope life is treating you well, because you deserve it. Speaking about weather, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when it does get hot, you know, frustrations of people seem to be, they say they get thinner, you know, they get people's, you know, emotions bubble to the surface easier when the temperature's higher. I believe that's because your energy is more open, so you have trouble keeping your blockages staying blocked. It just naturally opens them up, and those low vibrations come out. So the heat is a real healer, a real opportunity to release our rubbish and let it go, right? But for everyone jumping on, I am Craig, and this is Craigsworldrocks, and here on my YouTube channel, we don't hold any punches. We talk about life. We talk about universe. We talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about. But life is exciting to me, and expanding our minds and making our lives better for ourselves is very important for most people. And I am a very big believer that you are the person that is in control of what you create in your life. So what we put out, thoughts, and what we talk about, it's very important to be what to do, fulfill, relaxed. Well, when it comes to depression, hey Ellie, how you going? When it comes to, welcome aboard. When it comes to depression, when it comes to how you're feeling about yourself, the only person that can truly pull us out of that, Sal, is yay to you. Sal's talking about his depression and how you get over that. Well, it is very much about, you know, you've got to work out why it is you're depressed. You know, is it your understanding about who you are and how you see life, and that you feel like you don't have any power to change your life? I'm here to tell you that the person that can transform yourself is you, Sal. Every single person that comes on my channel and connects and enjoys the way I talk gets the message that you are the center of your universe. The answers for you are not outside you, they are right here inside yourself. So how do we access the good vibes? How do we lift our vibration? Because when you're in a depression, you're trapped in the low vibrational sense of, you know, woe is me, everything's crap, I can't get out of this feeling. So you want to lift your vibration. Being your authentic self is, Zed Rim, how you going? Welcome along. When being your authentic self, reconnecting with the true you is the secret to reconnecting with your passions in life and what life is truly supposed to be about. when you have no reason to get up in the morning, when you feel like there's nothing there for you, it means you're disconnected from your true self. All right. So, hey, Phantom, how are we going? Welcome aboard. You know, you are very appreciated being here, hanging out on my channel. So, I'm telling you right now, Sal, it all comes down to how you and what you put out for yourself. You can transform that feeling, but it's remembering about the things that make you smile. When you're a child, I suggest a couple of simple things. Try and remember what it was like to be a child. Try and reconnect with the things that you love personally, whether it's horses, whether it's Barbie dolls, whether it's, you know, going nature walking, whether it's fishing, whatever your personal passions are, things that give you joy, things that make you feel good. They might be the simplest thing in the world. They should be priority in your life. People get caught up in trying to make themselves into something they're not to please other people. The secret to turning our lives around is actually refocusing energy back on ourselves, remembering who we are. You don't change the world by being someone else. You change the world by being your authentic self and believing in who you are as the unique spark of love and light that you are. You are amazing. There is nothing wrong with you, Sal. Life is perfect, and every single human being and spark of love and universe and all that is and everything that we're a part of here is perfect. We don't have to change anything. We just need to remember who we are and be brave enough to be our true selves, live our passions. If there's something that you'd love to do, drop everything else and start doing it. Now, I know that we have to create money for our families to support everyone around us, and that can often, and that's great, all right? But I see in what you've written there, I always try to be happy, okay? If you are doing things that are your personal passions, things that light you up, do you know what I mean? Things that make you smile, things that are just something that you love, and you don't do it because you're trying to impress anyone else. You do it, you're into those things because you just love them, right? There's a personal heart connection with it. You don't have to try to be happy then. You just will be. Your vibration will lift because of the joy and the passion that comes from following your passions. So whatever it is, Sal, whatever the things are, the little things that you personally used to love as a kid, or remember those things, try and remember those things, try and bring them back into your mind and start to add them into your life. You know, do some things that bring you personal joy and then head down that path. Keep doing it. If you start to be more of your authentic self, guess what? You attract more people that are authentically themselves, and opportunities open up in your life, lifting your vibration and transforming what you're creating. Yeah? It's all a roll-on effect. If you feel depressed and you get down and then you complain about it, then you roll that on and you project that, and you attract other people that also go, they basically make you go, oh yeah, look, everyone's depressed, life's shit, and everyone's talking about the same thing, because you're attracting that vibration to you. You need to take ownership of yourself by doing something. Just start with one thing, Sal, for me. Start with one thing that you personally love in life. There'll be one thing, there'll be more than one thing, but start with one thing and add it into your life. You can do that. You can do that for yourself. I highly recommend that for you, right? I highly recommend it. Start with something that brings you joy. Even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, you do a particular thing, whether it's go outside smelling the roses or going for a nature walk or something that's different to what you normally do, but something that you personally love the idea of doing, start incorporating those things into your life, because then life generates the meaning for you. And that's all that matters. Life has to have meaning for us all as individuals. We need to connect with our authentic selves again. That's who are you? Listen to our hearts. right? Yes, people meditate to quieten their mind, to hear the information that's coming from inside themselves. That's what meditation is. We're all a part of the thing that I like to be called the all that is, the universe. We're all a part of that. And we need to separate ourselves back from humanity a bit, you know, the hustle and bustle of life, the craziness that we all get caught up in. We've got to slow down a bit, right? We've got to step back and actually analyze what's going on out here. But you analyze it by looking deep into yourself. Breathe, relax, center yourself, and then remind yourself of things that you really enjoy and find ways to add them into your daily life. Do things that bring you joy. Then you are bringing in a very high, clear vibration. It's called lifting your vibration. It's clearing the cloudiness, the depression from yourself. Okay? This is what we all need to do, not just Sal. We all need to basically center ourselves and remember who we are. So think about life like you came into this world as a baby and you were perfect. There were no thoughts, beliefs, or anything. You were just this perfect, beautiful little being. And then everyone started to control you and tell you what you had to do, and this is right, and this is wrong. And they start throwing their own beliefs upon this perfect little being. And then we have to sort out the shit as we turn, excuse my French, as we head into adulthood. We have to clear away a lot of these negative beliefs that have been dumped upon us to get back to remembering who we are, being that perfect little being that we are. We're perfect. We came into this world perfect. Remember when you see a baby when it's first born, everyone goes, oh, it's perfect. We're perfect. We're not sinners. We're not there's nothing bad about us. We're programmed with crap by people that are confused about life in the first place, because no one really understands life in the way they should. They go out there trying to find the answers out there and spend their life looking for things that are right here. You have the answers for you. You create the things that happen to you. And I know that can be a mind-blowing comment to a lot of people that have never heard that before. But you can prove it in the simplest way by, over the next 24 hours, when someone comes into your life and they do something for you, they deliver a package to your home, they pick something up you dropped at work, thank them, go over the top and thank them in a way that's, oh, I really appreciate that, thank you so much. When you make a heartfelt gesture to someone, they can't help but respond in the same way. You are creating your world around you by what you express. You are the center of your world. You're not the center of anyone else's world. You are the center of your world. But when you understand who you are, you then show others around you that they can do the same thing for themselves. It's everyone transforming themselves to their unique self again, one person at a time. If everyone started to focus back and remember who we're supposed to be you, love you, don't be afraid of being who you are. All this bullying crap that's out there with high schools and kids these days, all that peer pressure about looking a certain way, or what sexuality you are, or you know what you're into, you got to be into what everyone else is into. Bullshit, I say. Bullshit. Be you. Do you. Love you, and you will attract others that are the same in that sense, and then you'll truly have your spiritual family around you in your life, and then your life will take off for the better, because they bring ideas and open you up to a whole new world. You go to another level of life. But like I said at the start, Sal Phantom, it is about owning and start to be you. It's not really that hard, is it? But it's not always as easy as how I've just said it, right? It is really stepping back, taking time to breathe. Don't get caught up in everyone else's bullshit, and look in the mirror at yourself and say, I'm okay. I mean, for me, doing this YouTube channel, you know, I've done this for me, and I've done it for all of you as well, but I'm not here to make anyone take my philosophies and have to do them. I mean, my comments are always, I want you to take what you like and chuck out what you don't like. Take the nuggets that you hear from me. If there are nuggets that you hear from me and you can use them in your daily life to try new things to improve how you feel and how your life can transform for the better, take them. I feel like I've passed on stuff that's been taught to me as well when I was going through hell when I was a younger guy. All right. I mean, this is important to me, but I also know that I'm being pretty brave. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I don't care if someone doesn't like how I speak. If they don't like how I speak, they don't have to stay here and listen. They can move on to another forum, right? But on my YouTube channel, it's about connecting with the true you. You have the power to transform your life. You can be and do anything you want in life as long as you're not out there trying to hurt or control someone else. The only person in this life you should be trying to get control of is yourself. And once you do, your life will transform because you've empowered yourself with love. Love's the key, guys. It's from your heart. That's when you know if you're lying to yourself. You can't lie to yourself, right? If you're not feeling good, you're not feeling good. Other people don't know, but you know, right? If you're not thinking positively, other people don't know, but you know. Okay, unless you express that to other people. So you have to be honest with yourself. And when you're honest with yourself first, that's when you're in the position to transform yourself. See, because then the next phase is really grasping the fact that we are creatures of change. Now that freaks a lot of people out too. Change is constant. I've proven it to myself. Every one of you proves it to yourself every day. What do we do? What do we all do every day to ourselves? The same thing. We get older. We are changing every second of every day. Our bodies are slowly aging. That's life. Now the fact that we are transforming and changing in every structure, every molecular structure all the time, shows us that we're living in a world where we can change anything we want because our body is changing all the time, yes? So then you can take it to the other side and say, I want to create some things that are more positive for me. I want to change this. I want to change that. Because if you've proven you can change one thing, you change everything. There's no halfway with beliefs. Either you create your own reality or you don't. There's no middle ground. You can't create half of it. As much as we'd all like to go, oh, I only make the good stuff happen to me. The bad stuff, no, someone else does that. It doesn't work that way. You need to own the stuff that you're not happy with. Because once you own that stuff, then you realize where the belief is. It might have come from a relative that believed a certain thing, and when you were a child you heard it and you absorbed that belief and it became yours, but it's not really yours. And when you act a certain way in your life around a situation that's similar, you might go, oh God, do I really think that about that particular situation? That's not something I want to think anymore, because suddenly that belief's come up and then you've got an opportunity to say, oh no, that's not what I want anymore, and let it go. Because you can change anything, you can change your beliefs as well. You let that go and then you replace it with a belief that's more what you want, what you prefer. Your beliefs are the foundation and the walls to who you are. And sometimes the beliefs that have been programmed on us are not so good. And they're beliefs that aren't really telling ourselves that we're worthy or we're wonderful beings or that type of thing. Maybe they're beliefs that say you're nothing, you're a terrible person. But they're beliefs. And you feel negative because of the negative belief that's been put upon you, or as a child when you've accepted it because you didn't know any different. But as an adult, when you're told by someone like myself as a reflection, hey, I can change this. Craig says I can. And you can. You have the power to transform anything in your life you want. You have the power to be the individual that you dream about, that you fantasize about, the life that, how many children do you have? Check it up in the back. I hope that's a joke there, Ryan. Look, mate, I've got a couple of boys. They're young adults now, mate, and they are pretty positive thinkers. And they take ownership of their life, right? Don't have a shed out the back, mate. Have a little garden shed, but yeah, it's falling apart. You've got to take ownership in your life of what happens to you. If you want to change anything, if you want life to get better, if you sit there and go, I don't have the power to change anything, and I'm gonna be harsh about my life, you know, things won't get better, in all seriousness. So each person at some stage in their life has the ability to, you know, no, I'm not from the UK, I'm from Australia. So I'm in Melbourne, Australia. DS, how you going? He's in Oz, thank you, Ryan. Door bloke, okay, yep, cool. Hey, Tom, how you going, mate? Welcome aboard. Yep, so just to reiterate for a few newbies that are on here having a listen, oh, you're from Perth, Ryan, mate, lovely. I'm sure you get the best weather in Australia, don't you? Best weather, awesome stuff. For those who have never seen me before, I am someone that just talks very honestly about everything about life, the universe, and everything, about empowering your own life, about, you know, taking back your power. Other people don't control you, or you shouldn't let them control you. It's not about, for me, it's not about controlling others to change the world for the better. It's about changing you. Sal, very thankful, mate. And remember, guys, if you do like the things I talk about, don't forget to subscribe, because I'll jump on live very regularly now, and I think you get to see the authentic me. Good, bad, or ugly, however you want to look at me, that's fine. I hope that some of the things I say you can take and use to improve your own lives and, you know, test things out, boom, 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 and away you go. But no, if you've got something positive from things I've said, I'm very thankful for that, and I'm always around to have a listen to if things are getting a bit tough and you just want someone to say something positive to you, right? But yeah, look, you know, there's a couple of ways you can look at life. Either there's some being out there that's making everything happen to you and we don't really have any control. I don't like to see life like that, because I don't believe that's true. I think the universe is, we're all connected, and the true core of living a spiritual existence with ourselves in the universe, on our planet, in, you know, blah, 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 connected with everything, is that we're all one, and that we're all at the same level, actually. We're all connected. We're all one big family. Treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Be the best version of yourself you can be. And, you know, if you be that version of yourself to others, you will find that they'll be back to you. They'll come back at you in that way as well. If you're negative and you attack people, then obviously they're going to attack you back. And that's showing you that like attracts like. You decide how you want to be, right? That's a personal choice. And often it's through belief systems that have been programmed on us as humans by our family and friends and people that have raised us, right? Yeah, it's just honestly, individuals, you give me Labor voter vibes. Well, I'm a worker, mate. Look, Liberal, Labor, does it make any bloody difference at all? It's the government. You know, they're controlling us. It's life is about realizing that you actually do have power to transform your own personal life for the better. That's what I think. You know, and through different actions, I've proven a lot of things to myself over the years, and through different people that I've met and understandings, there's practices you can do to prove a lot of these things to yourself. Not about airy-fairy beliefs that, you know, you can't prove. I'm a very skeptical individual, and I think that's important when it comes to working out what's true in life. If you're a gullible person, you'll never know the difference between Arthur and Martha, mate. You'll believe everything, and you'll be confused as you are as if you believe nothing, and you're over skeptical. You've got to have a balance. It's got to be give and take, right? You've got to be open enough to listen to new things, and you've got to be, you know, protective enough not to take on too many gullible things. So it's finding the balance within yourself. right? Blue Dude, how you going? Welcome, Craigsworldrocks. You are very welcome here. And here is a place that, you know, you're an awesome individual, you're a unique being, and do not change yourself for anyone. Be who you want to be, listen to your heart, live life to its fullest, and as long as you treat people with respect and love, and you know, you're not out there trying to hurt people, mate, life can be amazing for you. Understand that your power, your words, your thoughts and words have power. You are an amazing, powerful being that actually can transform your own life when you choose to, from today onwards, right? Believe in yourself. Believe in your own essence, you know. Think about it, and I said this a little bit earlier, think about this, when you came into this world, you were a perfect, appreciate you, man. So you can always jump on and have a listen and have a chat with me, mate, whenever I'm live. This is the place to be, right? We need to get more people to realize that it's not about being a different person to make everyone else happy. Connect with who you are. Connect with your authentic you. Remember what you love. Start to do it. Start to incorporate those things into your life. Be an amazing individual, right? Be that individual, and then show others around you that it's okay to be yourself, right? I'm a down-to-earth Aussie. I've lived my life in Melbourne, Australia, multicultural state and country, and you know, I love our country. I love people, right? I'm an extrovert, love chatting to people, love putting out positive vibes to everyone and watching them light up a bit, and it comes back to me. I mean, can you tell you some good times in your life when you're really enjoying life and getting happy? Mate, quite a few times. And really when I'm doing the things, when I have done the things that light me up, right? So there's a few things I've loved doing in life. Natural stones, crystals, was something that I connected with as a young guy when I was going through a lot of stuff, and they were a tool that really helped open me up. Yeah, I'm an Aussie, Tiny Tig, welcome. But one thing that I always wanted to do as a very young guy when I was coming through school, I wanted to be a pilot, and fly planes, things didn't work out exactly. And when I was going through dealing with a lot of my issues, the first crystal I ever wore, it's called Unikite. It's a green and red stone. Long story short, when I wore this stone, suddenly I was about 19, 20. I started thinking about flying. I'm like, you haven't done anything about it. You should be doing it. It connected me with that passion. And within 2 days, I was in a small plane taking my first flying lesson. Now, that was an amazing feeling for me, actually flying a small plane up, lifting off the ground, boom. And I had my first lesson for $20. That's all I had on me when I got to this airport, and this pilot goes, $20, we'll go up right now, and you can have your first lesson, and whoop, but away we went. And it was one of the most amazing feelings. It was a passion from when I was a kid. And you know, I'm not a pilot, but I've done that and I've connected with that. And you know, I'm flying in other areas now, but there are many passions that I think once you start doing things that you really enjoy, it opens up that vibration, and you realize that life can be so much more. But you got to remind yourself of who you truly are. What did you dream of when you were a kid? What did you dream of? What did you want to be? Who did you want to be? You know, if you haven't become that, reconnect with that. Start some things as a hobby. Reignite the passions in your life. That's when your vibration goes zhoosh. And then all of a sudden, you're looking at life through a different lens altogether, right? Oh, okay. Well, planes they're not that exciting. I mean, but if I've had to travel on a commercial, you dream of being a teacher. You can teach anything, mate. You just, hopefully I'm being some type of a teacher by expressing my understandings about life, the universe, and everything. And for me, that's being a teacher too. It's just being open and honest about things that a lot of people are fearful of talking about or even asking questions about. But these are some of the most powerful things that we need to be honest about. Well, you will get an opportunity, Tiny, at some stage in your life. I'm sure you'll get a chance to fly in a plane, go on a boat, all that stuff. And it's the adrenaline and the feeling that comes over you if it's a love, if it's something that really ignites you, you'll know it. And you don't just have to go on a plane or a boat to ignite a passion. You just have to remember, like Blue Dude here said, you know, he dreams of being a teacher. Well, you know what? That's very achievable, mate. You decide what it is that you're passionate enough about to teach others about. So, you know, I've spent a lot of years just trying different things through life and different techniques so that I have things to talk about when it comes to how people create their own reality. Let me throw out a book for people to read, okay? Because there's a few books in my life that have changed me. There is an author, if you have a pen here, write this down. There is an author called Richard Bach. Richard Bach wrote a book called Illusions. Illusions is like one of the most amazing books to me. Not a big book. It's a little tiny black book with a bright blue feather on the front cover. It's called Illusions, and it's by Richard Bach. Richard Bach wrote another famous book called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Jonathan Livingston Seagull is, again, one of my most famous little books. Jonathan Livingston Seagull was a book that Richard Bach said that he wrote in 2 sections, and it was 2 dreams. He had one dream, the first part of the book, and he had another dream and wrote the second part of the book. I highly advise anyone that wants to look at a different way to see life, check out those books. They're quite amazing, and really, they come from his heart. Illusions and Jonathan Livingston Seagull. There's my book recommendations from Craigsworldrocks. Oh, that's no good to hear that you've been sick, Tiny. I hope that you are on the mend. Again, if you like the things I talk about, everyone, don't forget to subscribe so that you can find me when I jump back on. And if you do, something that I'm trying to say to everyone that's starting to connect with me, you know, when you have a positive experience, so when you have interaction with someone and you go, thank you so much, I really appreciate everything you've done, and you speak from the heart to that person, I want you guys to tell me some of the reactions that come back. I want to know if you see what I'm saying as working, because Blue Dude, appreciate you, man. You know, you've got to try these things, right? To prove that they work for you and to strengthen your belief system about what's real and what isn't, you need to put these things into practice. Because once you truly know something is real, it doesn't matter who comes into your life, they're not going to change that. See, I know that we live forever. I know that. I've been out of my physical body twice. Hey, Papalance, hi, welcome. Welcome to Craigsworldrocks. Here we talk about being fantastic beings, fantastic people, and, you know, embracing life and learning that we all have the ability to transform our own lives, right? It's not happening to us by chance life. It's something that we're actually a part of, and we can change things as we go along if we take the time to pay attention to what our words and thoughts actually create in our life. So once you take ownership of that, once you pay attention to that, that's when you really start to get on the ball of, hey, I actually have say in my life. I can change things. Yes, you can, right? So if you've never seen me before, that's a core thing that I always come back to. But always take the things that you like that sit with you, in your intuition that sit with you, chuck away the things that you don't like, you know, so that you don't get too confused. Austin, no problem. I will call you Austin. All right, so lost my train of thought there for a second. But we can always improve our situation, and we can always create something more, right? I find that, again, when you if you start to follow the things in your life or do the things in your life that you are passionate about, your life will open up in the way that your vibration will lift, because you'll be experiencing joy. Please don't time out me. I wouldn't do that, mate. You are welcome here, my friend. You know, if you, I'm really losing my train of thought. Look at that rubbish. You can transform your life at any time just by following your passion, right? Just to be specific, not in the room, I'm a girl and my name is Rayla. The spelling is Rayella, but it's pronounced Rayla. So Rayla, is that right? Rayla. No worries, that's fine. Whatever the heading on your YouTube account is, I usually roll with it. But Rayla, you are very welcome here, okay? And you know, I want everyone to feel comfortable in this space, and I want everyone to, I want everyone to own their lives. You know, be your authentic self. Believe in who you are. Be brave. I'm doing this because I'm showing you that that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be brave. I'm talking about being your unique self, and I'm being my unique self. I believe in this information, right? I believe in putting this out there so you guys can use it. If you've never heard someone talking like this before, that's okay. You've ruined the moment. You know, I hope not. All the words flying by are hard. Rayla, right? So look, be passionate about who you are. Okay? Look, we're all guilty at times through our life of trying to be someone we're not to make other people happy. It doesn't work. You're never going to be happy doing that, okay? I'll get close down the barrel. You're never going to be happy doing that, right? The only way you will truly find happiness in life is if you listen to your heart and you be the person that you have always been, your authentic self. Don't lie to yourself. Don't worry about what other people think anymore. You need to be who you were meant to be. Be brave. Love yourself. Treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Your life will transform for the better. I'm not going anywhere, not at the moment. So live your life as the most authentic person you can be. Be brave, be you, okay? They're the words that I want you to take away after today. I want you to just be honest. When you look at yourself in the mirror, before you're getting ready for bed, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you know, be healthy, love, world, be nice. I mean, couldn't say it better myself. There's no level that you have to get to achieve perfection. You all are perfect. If you live life from the heart and to the fullest, and you treat one with love and respect and just enjoy your life, you have done yourself so much of a service. You've achieved glory, right? When you live honestly and with integrity. Hey, bad boy, Bubby. How we doing? Be safe and be strong. Look, mate, being you and caring about the people that come into your world. Alley Cats, how you going? Welcome back. We all want more in our lives, and I'm giving you one of the basic secrets to start with. If you want more in your life and you want it to be easy, and you want your life to transform for the better, it is totally about connecting with yourself, given a life to live happily, being ourselves. Very true. And if you're trying to be someone else, you're kind of wasting this life. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ali Cat, you've been in here before. I remember you. Good brother, just knocked off work. Nice. Papa Lance, you're on it. Godzilla, hello. You are very appreciated, all of you. All of you are very appreciated for being here and spending some of your life having a yak with Craig, right? I have had some pretty amazing experiences over my life that have helped to blow my own little nugget out of this world at times. Bacon loves chicken nugget, I sub. Well, thank you very much, brother. You are a very amazing individual, and life is going to be magnificent for you, for all of you. And you know, now I'm craving nuggets. Yeah, I had pizza for dinner tonight, so fairly full after the pizza. But love the old chicken nugget. You know, yeah. I have been very, very well. And I want you all to continue to believe in who you all are. I want you to take this understanding, transform your lives for the better by being you, no one else, being true. Don't lie to yourself, be yourself. Believe in who you are, embrace who you are. Show other people how good it is to do the things that you love to do. And then you'll find other people will start to do that. Pizzas, mate. You know, Melbourne, bloody hot tonight. I wasn't cooking. I wasn't going to heat up the house. Nah, takeaway, pizza night. Yes, you come back, Alley Cat. We'll see you soon. Mate, Bacon loves chicken nugget. I love it. I love that name. You know, it's a good feeling to feel good about yourself. You know, and I've done it today a few times with interactions with other people where I've said, thank you so much for doing that for me. And the smile that comes over the people, it's like they might not be smiling and all of a sudden they're like, oh, thank you so much. And the glow comes over them. You can see it. You're helping lift their vibration. At the same time, your vibration comes up. Okay, so, and I say this on a lot of my chats as well, why do we want our vibration to come up? Why? That's right. Every time I help, I get feeling I'm happier than before. What? There's no limit. There's no limit you can get to. But why is lifting our vibration important? I believe, new here. Sorry, who did I miss? My bad. Lee knows air fryer. I love air fryers. They're awesome, right? Welcome, Lee. Welcome. We chat about pure honesty here. It's pure about connecting with your authentic self. If you're someone that's tired of trying to impress other people by being someone that you're not, this is the place to be, because I'm about connecting. I'm about helping people connect with who you truly are. And who are you, Lee? You are a unique, perfect being that is living a human life, and you are amazing. And you deserve the best, and you deserve to understand that you create your own reality. No one else, no one has the right to make you do anything you don't want to do. You, the only person that you should control is you, and you have the power to transform your own life every moment of every day. You do it unconsciously. I'm trying to help people realize that you can consciously do that. So, hey, my friend, how you going? So that's what it's about. It's about realizing who we all are, right? Who are we? We are individuals. We are unique, perfect beings. Just like when we were babies, when we came into the world, what does everyone say? And you hear it, people say when a baby comes to the world, oh, look how perfect the baby is. Because you are perfect. Because there's no one's dumped any of that crap on you yet. Okay, so that's interestingly, like, yes, you know, I like the tired of being the happy one. I would say that maybe there are a couple of beliefs that are locked in to yourself, that the belief isn't like re-energizing yourself as such, because when you put out positive vibes and you believe that the reflection of you is out there, so when you're talking to someone else and you're saying how fantastic they are and thank you very much for doing everything you've done for me, you're actually saying it to you. So you should be lifting your vibe at the same time as you're helping other people feel more positive. If you're feeling tired, there's a draining going on somewhere there. So, you know, often that's a belief that's in there from a past person, putting it on you. I'm always putting my emotions on pause to help my mum and her relatives because my grandpa just, mate, I'm so sorry to hear that. Mate, I'm really sorry to hear that you're going through that. I'm really tired of being a therapist friend. Well, you can use me as a therapist friend if you like, buddy. You are going to be okay. Because you know what? Life goes on forever. You don't just live one life. Everyone that's passed is still with us. They've just crossed back into what I like to call home. They've gone back to where we came from, but they're still there. They exist. They haven't disappeared. Okay? Life doesn't disappear, right? Life goes on, right? I've had some experiences in my life that have proven that to myself. Now, I don't know everything that we're going to experience when we do finally finish this life, but we go on. And I do believe strongly that we're here to learn the lessons. We're here to experience the things to expand the way we see life. And I'm here to see this life out to the bitter end in the most positive way. I said bitter end. The most positive way that a person can, right? I'm gonna squeeze this orange until there's no juice left in the bugger, right? It's gonna end eventually, but it's only a transition. It's just a transition. You have unlimited energy behind the physical, but the physical can drag you down at times. So, you know, I want you just to center yourself, Lee, bring it back to quiet, breathe a bit. I don't know if you've meditated before, Lee, but try breathing in your nose, exhaling out your mouth, close your eyes for a bit and just focus on the breathing, relax, let your energy center, calm, pull back from all the craziness going on around you and feel centered, okay? You don't have to do much more than that, right? Understand that when the time's right, when things balance back out and the grounding comes back, because after loss, we're often stretching to the other side a bit, trying to connect with who's crossed over. But after a little while, we ground ourselves back into this reality more. And that's when you can start to then focus on this reality again. We choose to come here. We choose to experience the things that we experience, to learn the things that we want to learn, to expand who we are as light beings. Let's call ourselves light beings. We're a spark of light. Our light never goes out. Consciousness never disappears. You know, I believe that. It's not logical to think that you'd live one life and then there's nothing, right? Like, what if a baby lived for 6 months and then that's all they've got? What would be the point? What would be the point of even living one life? It's not much. I think we've lived thousands upon thousands of tens of thousands, and we've been going on since the dawn of time. I think we just keep on having these experiences because we want to expand our awareness. We want to connect and understand ourselves in multi-dimensional ways. Life never ends. It is one life that just goes on forever. But we transform how we look at ourselves and see ourselves through many, many different worlds and dimensions and experiences. But there is a home. There is a home that's real. And where we're real, our energy doesn't weaken. We stay, we're unbelievably energized. We are existence. We are existence, but we are the individual spark. Each of us is our own individual spark of the all that is. That's what I believe. And so every single one of us is that pure spark of light. And to remember who we truly are is to start connecting with your authentic self. That's the beginning. It's not about trying to find yourself out there. It's listening and remembering, who were you when you first came into this world? What did you love? Start to do those things, because they're the breadcrumbs that take you down the life's path where you will have the most amazing life. And it is different for everyone. And that is the joy of life. Okay? The joy of life is to connect with your true you. Now, that's what everyone needs to do. Dustin Hoffman. Cool. Okay, he was pretty cool. Rain Man. Look, Sam, how you going? Welcome. Look, I get full on into it, but at the core of what I talk about and the why I repeat it so regularly is because most of us are at the beginning. Most of us probably haven't heard someone like me talking before. Maybe a lot of you have, but I think a lot haven't. And I want to cover those basics off. And what I've discovered is that the beginning is about being real. And that's what most people on this planet aren't doing. Look at the media. Look at everyone trying to be people that they're not to impress everyone else. I don't care what any of you think about me. I mean, I like it that some of you like who I am. But at the end of the day, it won't change me. It won't make me a different person. I won't change to make you feel better. I'm me. And I hope that you all want to be you from the heart. And it's not something that just happens. You have to decide to be a better person. You have to decide to be on that path. You don't have to be. And if you don't like those things that I talk about, then there's other channels that I'm sure you can listen to people that are much more negative than me. But I'm here to say that, you want an amazing life, you be amazing. Pretty simple, right? If you act like a dick, you're going to attract other dicks into your world. You can take that two ways, but I'm talking about being a bit of a tosser. If you're going to act like a tosser, if you're going to be a fake person, if you're going to pretend to be someone you're not, just to make everyone like you, you're going to attract a lot of acquaintances to yourself, and you won't really have any genuine friends. You'll just have fake people around you, and that would be sad. Okay? Authenticness is key. It is key. I listened to the rock band Kiss get presented with an award from Donald Trump on YouTube the other day. Love Kiss, awesome band. Gene Simmons got up on stage and said it's all about we've just been our authentic selves. Well, it was either Gene or it was Paul Stanley, but they both said that their success came from just being who they wanted to be. They didn't do it for mega success. They just were doing stuff they loved to do, and it transformed for them. And I'm telling you, every single person that embraces that, I do respect you, man. You are an awesome individual, just like every single person. And we need to transform how we think about ourselves. Exactly. I just read all your thing, mate. It's playing catch up there. Yeah. What you put out is what's going to come back. Test it out, mate. I mean, you probably don't have to really test it out. If you talk shitty to someone, do you think they're going to talk all nice back to you? Mate, that's what it's about. Loving yourself enough to speak to everyone that comes into your life with the greatest joy and positive feelings you can. The more you do that, the more positive comes back. And then people just start to go, wow, you are lovely. Oh, what do you do? And all of a sudden, you're talking about things about opportunities. Because they've got some business. They go, you'd be fantastic in that business. I want someone that's like you. Now, I'm just pulling that out of thin air, right? But if people start to be brave and start to live their authentic selves and live from the heart, it does transform your life. It absolutely does. I'm not doing this channel because I want to be some bloody celebrity. No. I'm doing this channel because I'm hoping that people out there will appreciate some real information that they can use to take and help their own lives become more of what they want. The more of us that start to empower ourselves with that understanding that we actually do transform things. We do manifest our own reality. We just aren't consciously aware of it most of the time. And our thoughts and our comments actually are a massive part of creating our lives for ourselves. The more of us that start to lock into that, the more that the whole world starts to transform. Imagine if 8 billion people start being their unique selves. This place will be amazing. And I think one day in the future, that will happen. Because that, for me, that's the truth of life. I think once people connect with their true nature, then that snowballs through their friends, their family. How come things are going so good for you? And you start talking to people openly because, hey, my life's transforming fantastically and I want everyone else to understand what I'm doing. Believe in you because you're all amazing. Believe in yourselves. Hand on heart. Hang out with me anytime you want. You know, I'm trying to do lives on a regular basis every day. There will be the odd day where I can't get on. I've got chores to do for the missus around the house too. We all know, right? But I will get on as regular as I can to be there for people to connect, to hear my philosophies, to hear my understandings, to help you all take control of your lives in a positive way. If you're going through some, if you're having trouble, absolutely, my friend. Journals are great. Journals are great. Like dream journals too. You know, a lot of information comes from your subconscious into your conscious mind in a dream. But often when you wake up, you forget it. As soon as you kind of have it, if you don't write it down quickly, you lose it. So, you know, dream journals, general journals for situations happen during the day. Sometimes when you write down things that happen during the day, you get more detail as well. And that helps you get a better reflection and better understanding of yourself. Remember, every experience that you go through on a daily basis is not about the other people. You've created it. It's about you. So analyze it from the you perspective. Even if it's someone talking badly. Why would I want someone to talk badly to me? Right? You have to analyze that so you can find out so you can bring up the belief. Oh, I believe that when someone does this, they've got every right to talk to me badly. And because that belief's there, you occasionally create that situation in your life. So once you realize that, that negative belief's there, you can then say, I don't prefer to have that anymore. And once you realize that you don't want that belief, it is dispersed, and then you can replace it with something a lot more aligned with who you are now. Everything is in the now. So there is no past and future as such. Yes, we change constantly, but every change takes us to a new now. And that's why, another reason why we can create our own reality, because we are moving constantly. We are, as our thoughts and our understandings grow and learn, we transform the now into a better now, or a worse now if we're going backwards, but hopefully in a better. So, there you go, Lee. No, mate. I honestly want individuals to embrace who they are. Don't be scared of being you. Once everyone's adults, we have to embrace that. Even as adolescents and kids. I mean, I hope that the next generations that are coming through are starting to work from their heart more, being who they really are, not worrying about what everyone else is doing. Hey Jude, how you doing? Welcome. Very appreciated, my friend. Is this the first time you've been on, Jude? I thought I'd spoke. Oh, that was a Jade. There's a Jade. What is this about? Well, I am Craig, my friend, and this is my YouTube channel. And basically I talk about life, the universe and everything, and about empowering yourself, that I believe that each person has their own personal power to transform their life. So I talk about a lot of techniques and a lot of understandings that I've learnt and experienced over my journey, and pass those on and throw them out there for individuals that have a listen, take the things you like, chuck out what you don't like. Maybe there's some gold nuggets in what I say that helps yourself. Mate, very open, very positive forum, and that's how I want it to be. Hey, chicken nuggets back. How you going? So, Jude, that's it. You know, we do get off tangent occasionally, but the core thing that I've been talking about again tonight for you is it is truly about remembering who you are authentically, connecting with your authentic self. And who is your authentic self? That is the you that came into this life when you were a baby. That is the you that's in your heart. That is the you that has particular things that you just love. You need to connect with those passions and excuse me, connect with those passions and things that you just personally love, and start to add those into your life, so you start heading down a path of creating around your passions in life, so that your life can transform in a much more higher vibrational way. If you're doing things that you're joyful about, that you're passionate about, that are personal to you, then you're being your authentic self. Then you start attracting more people that are authentic with themselves. Then you start to have the real people in your life that help you with opening up your life to much more positive, amazing things that will transform down the track. Each person creates what they put out, right? So I'll say this, and I've said this a few times tonight. When you talk to someone really positively, when you say, thank you so much, I'm so grateful for what you've done for me today. Tell me, it's very hard for the other person, oh, thank you. Oh, no, I appreciate you too. It almost draws out that positive from them, even if they weren't going to say anything. Your actions create the reflection back to you. What's happening around you is a reflection of you. And when you put out a positive attitude to other people, a really positive, heartfelt attitude, you see that come back. It's the same as if you're angry and aggressive, or you see someone act like that. Other people will spark up and be aggressive to try and stop them, or they think that's the right way to be. To diffuse a situation from someone that's upset and angry, it's about doing completely opposite. Because if you're angry and upset and someone's like, it's okay, I'm here to help you, that anger will disperse, because they have a lot of trouble being angry with someone that's being loving and caring, right? Anger doesn't disperse anger. Violence doesn't fix violence. Love fixes all of that, because it diffuses it, because the love is up here, and when you're angry down here, right? And when you're brought up to that, it's okay. You can feel better. That person's like, oh, I can feel better. Sorry, I'm back. I went to help my drowning fish. Well, we don't want your fish to drown, and we don't want your chicken nuggets to get soggy. I hope the fish is okay. So you see what I'm talking about, Jude. It is really about understanding that there are ways in life that you can show yourself that what you do actually changes things. Life is change. We change every millisecond of every day. And if we change every day because we're getting older, that doesn't stop. Every little bit of time goes on, right? We change every time. That shows us that we're living in a world where change exists, where you can create what you want. People put goals out there. They achieve goals because they can create their own reality. That proves in turn that we're living in an illusion, in a simulation that you've heard people online talk about. We've created that though. We, as perfect light beings of the universe, created this world to learn, expand, and bring more joy into our lives through experiences. Don't know. Everyone can call everyone whatever they like as long as they're being kind. All right. But yeah, it's important. It's important at the very beginning of this whole way of thinking that you start with your authentic self. Connect back with the true you. The you that loves what you love. Do the things that you prefer. Do the things that you love. and your own personal life will transform. Yes, and I hope that you learn many, many more things. I have an abundance of stories, and in the last 18 months, my friend, I have posted a lot of videos about a lot of different subjects, so feel free to have a wander through my catalogue of experiences and stories, etc., etc. If there is something in the spiritual realm of things that you ever want to ask, go ahead and ask. I will probably have an opinion about it. I will probably have had my own experiences about it. And I will always be open and honest to the best of my ability. You'll be there for a little while. You know, my friend Chicken Nugget, you'll be there for a little while. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of a lot of things that I've put out there. And it's just me. It's just me putting stuff out to help others. But remember, always take the things you like, chuck out what you don't like. You know, I'm not perfect by any stretch, but I am authentic. And I do believe I'm being the most genuine individual that I can be. And that's what my channel is about. It is about truly going with the flow and trusting in my heart and what I believe in and what I want to be doing. And, you know, I want all you guys to realize that if you're not doing anything in your life that you would say is a passion of yours, think about things that you'd love to be doing and try and add them in, but not once every 3 months. Try and add them into at least your weekly life. Even if it's something that you can do on a weekend, add some joy, pure joy into your life. Your life will start to improve in that sense alone, just in the way that you lift your vibration. Because if you do anything that you really get joy from, that you really love, there's nothing greater than that. It's like finding your soulmate, right? Do the things that you're passionate about. Do the things that come from in here. The things that you thought about and talked about when you're a kid. Remember what it was like when you were a kid. Remember what you're into. It's really that simple. Okay? Lee, it has been a pleasure. Please go and enjoy your book. You have been an exceptional new friend on my channel, and you are appreciated. And I hope that the next 24 hours of your life is amazing. Make it amazing. Make it amazing. Make those efforts. Come back next time you see me on my thing. Tell me about some of the experience that you have through what you put out, what you get back, all that type of stuff. Let's see if people out there start to actually put some of these things into practice, because they work, right? They work when you're listening to your heart, when you're following your heart and you're going that way. Mate, I'm not going anywhere. And if you live at a high vibration, if you live with passion, if you live with joy, you're not going to have negativity coming into your life. You will only have other positive people coming into your life. So anyone that comes onto my live and finds me, I believe you guys want to start living in this type of way. And I've given you a couple of simple things to start with. Believe in yourselves. That's it. Believe in who you are. Embrace who you are, and treat other people the way you want to be treated by everyone else. And that's a great place to start, right? Create the joy in your life that you want to experience, and you'll have enjoyable days upon days. You'll come home after a day and you'll be smiling about half the experiences that you've had. And then you'll think, wow, I'm going to make more of an effort because that was great. I love that. I love this. This was great. I met that person. You know, things open up. Remember, your subconscious will follow your conscious mind. So what you put in practice, what you act out, say, believe, your subconscious goes, oh, you want to do that. You want more of that. Okay, let's start creating that. And then more opportunities come. It's a flow-on effect. It's like the old snowball analogy. Start it small, start it rolling down the hill, and it will pick up momentum and get bigger and bigger and bigger. More joy, more love, more amazing stuff. It'll knock all the rubbish out the way, and you'll have this whole new perspective on life and this whole new exciting space for you to go forward and live an amazing life, right? hey, I reckon we've had a great time. I hope that everyone on has subscribed. I hope that you've all got a lot out of our chat today. We've gone for over an hour. It's pretty hot here in Melbourne, Australia, so I'm going to call it. Everyone, I hope you all have a fantastic night or morning or middle of the night or next 24 hours, whatever it is for you. I will make a big effort to be back on tomorrow. Australian Eastern Standard Time, around between 7 and 8 o'clock I'll usually jump on. So that's Melbourne, Australia, Eastern Standard Time between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. is usually around when I'll jump on for half an hour to an hour. So I hope to see you all leaping on and saying hi, and I hope you have a great next 24 hours. Be loving, be positive, be good to everyone out there, and be good to yourselves. All right? Craig's World rocks. So does yours. Love yous all. All right. Take care.